Taurus, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. Welcome to This Just In. This is where we get all up in other folks' business about love and relationships. This reading will be good for Taurus Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you would like to try to pull together a more complete picture of what the month of June could look like for you, I would encourage you to check your moon and or rising sign if you happen to know what that is. For those of you who are interested in finding out, you can construct the chart at astro.com if you know your time of birth, or if you don't want to do that, you can shoot me an email and tell me you want to know what your moon and rising sign is. But you would still have to have your time of birth. So we just had a card fall out. Taurus, I'm going to lay that down. That is the Queen of Swords. Let's see. What else do I want to do? This is a general reading, so it won't resonate with everybody. And this month, guys, yes, this just in, but this month I am I'm using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. And should we need clarifiers, I am using this is a Waite deck as well. In the previous months, I've been using my little bitty pocket size, but this one, it's still the Waite. It's just it's the full size, and it's got some words on them. So when we pull clarifiers, I will not only give my intuitive insight, but Taurus, this just popped out too, so we'll lay that down. I'll be reading the words from these cards if we pull clarifiers. I'm going to pull 3 cards from this Tarot of Dreams, and then we'll go from there. This is late. I actually wasn't going to do readings for the month of June. I was on some 8 of Cups type time, and I was not like wanting to walk away like forever, but just needing to step away. And so I have got myself together, I guess, and I'm going to try to crank these out. So I apologize for anybody who may have been waiting. Let's see if there's anything else I want to talk about while I am shuffling the cards. We have a full moon in Sagittarius happening on the 9th of June. What else is happening on the 9th of June? Jupiter will be going direct on the 9th of June. That's interesting because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and it is also the traditional ruler of Pisces. So while we'll be having that full moon in Sag, Jupiter will be going direct. So the full moon is going to conjunct Saturn, which is retrograde right now. There's our 3rd card. So, you know, while Sagittarius is generally pretty optimistic and wanting to move forward, it is conjuncting good old let's ruin the party Saturn. And so, and especially with Jupiter going direct on the 9th, things are wanting to progress. Jupiter wants to be optimistic. It wants to expand. It wants to move. And emotionally, we're probably feeling this way as well as spiritually. But Saturn's going to say, wait, yeah, you want to move, you want to expand, but where exactly is it that you're wanting to move to? And what is it that you are trying to expand? You know, and is it real? Is it worth it? Is it, you know, something that is doable? You know, Saturn's going to come in and kind of check Jupiter and Sagittarius, the full moon, and say, wait a minute, what you're talking about doing, and do you even know? Is it something that you can do? Is it believable? Optimistic Sagittarius and Jupiter going direct is going to say, yeah, sure, I can do it. And being conjunct Saturn retrograde, Saturn's going to be like, I don't know. Let me be the judge of that. So, at the Sagittarius full moon, I feel like there could definitely be some conflicts of emotional interest with Saturn trying to run things as usual. So let's get started, Taurus. First of all, we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a court card. So generally, court cards are about people that are, you know, coming into your situation. This could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Sun is currently in Gemini right now, and Mars is in Gemini. So I'm wondering if some of you Taurians are possibly dealing with a Gemini. I'm seeing some of you guys who might be in a relationship with a teacher. She's smart, but she's aloof. She's logical. She knows what she wants. Also, you know, the court cards don't have to be other people. The court cards also represent stages of development. So, Taurus, this could be a stage of development for you where you're creating knowledge, you're creating useful information. You're being logical and practical just like you normally would be, with the addition of a sharp wit. Mercury is getting ready to move into Gemini as well. I guess here in the next, don't make me lie about it, maybe here in the next week, 2 weeks, I don't have the exact date, but Mercury is currently in Taurus, but will be moving into Gemini very shortly. So, okay, Taurus, this Queen of Swords looks like they see somebody walking away. They know that somebody is trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Now, I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody else, but somebody's headed off to get a drink. I feel like somebody's turning their back on the Queen of Swords. It's like, you know, I'm good. I always say that too, right? Somebody is wanting to have a good time. They're wanting to feel something. They're wanting to go out and kick it with their friends. And this Queen of Swords may not be allowing that. This person, somebody wants to walk away from all of this logic and all this practicality and all of this information. It's like, no, I really just, I can't feel any of that. I want to go somewhere where I can feel, where I can relax, where I can celebrate, where I can, you know, happily mingle with people. I feel like, Taurus, that somebody in this feels like that they can't be their happy, emotional selves. I feel like the king, for some of you, the Queen of Swords has got somebody walking on eggshells. Whether this is you or somebody else. You're at a stage where somebody wants to, you know, live through their emotions, and somebody is like, no, that's not logical. Every day can't be about kicking it in celebrations and living through your emotions. Sometimes you have to think logically. That's what the Queen of Swords seems to be saying. And she's watching this person walk away, and she knows that they're headed out for a good time. So for some of you, like in a mundane sense, you may have an issue in the month of June where somebody is seems to be a bit of an authority or wants to be, and the Queen of Swords upright, I mean, she's cool. She's a little aloof. She's a little sharp, but she's not bitchy. She's very protective of her feelings. She doesn't allow herself to feel. She's like, let's talk. You know, let's talk about what's what. The Queen of Swords does not enjoy emotional manipulation. She doesn't enjoy power struggles. And I think that somebody in the relationship feels like they're walking on eggshells, and you know, they're just kind of ready to throw their hands up and say, you know what, I'm over it. I'm going off to have a good time, to find some fun, to find some feeling. And you know, it's funny because I mentioned on my Facebook page a few days ago, because I've been a little, like I said, I didn't even want to do the readings this month. I don't like to read when, you know, I'm not feeling it, and I've been feeling just kind of disconnected. And I realized, and even up until today, other than Neptune, there are no planets in water. There are no planets in water signs. We got air, fire, a little bit of earth. So no water, no emotions, no feelings, no love, and somebody is trying to head back to some emotional good times. Let's go ahead and pull a clarifier. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. We pulled the Seven of Swords, and I apologize. Let me go back because I may not have shown these to you. This is the Queen of Swords, and she looks like, you know, this is somebody who is really not trying to hear what you're talking about. She is miss me with the bullshit. That's who she is. Okay. This is the Eight of Swords, and as you can see, there's somebody who is walking away. They've got all of those beautiful cups, but they're walking away from those cups. And with the moon in this card, and we're talking about a full moon in Sagittarius too. Somebody's heading towards their emotional truth. Somebody now is wanting to walk away from the logic and use their intuition. They want to use that non-tangible part of themselves, because they feel like that's where the celebrations are. That's where the good times are. Some of you may just be needing to, you know, like I said, grab a friend, or a friend may grab you, and you guys go have some drinks and you let it all out, because you or somebody else seems like they can't do it in this relationship. If you got one person who wants to feel and one person who wants to think. So now we've got this Seven of Swords. I still didn't show you the Three Cups. I'm sorry, my bad. I don't think I showed the Three Cups. Anyway, we got the Seven of Swords. So the card says that there are many choices. Many choices confront you. Only one is correct. All others will bring disaster. So you got a choice to make. Oh, running away from decisions, problems, and commitments will only make things worse. How about that, Taurus? And I just said that there is somebody who is walking away. They are headed towards trying to find a good time. Well, the Seven of Swords is saying, I don't think so. Maybe to do this is a bad idea. You need to stay back and deal with the Queen of Swords if that's not you. Your first instinct will be to try to do everything on your own. Back off at the first sign that this isn't working. Selfish decisions bring dishonor and shame. Well, there you go, Taurus. One second. One second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, Taurus, once again, my bad. Somebody was coming in the house. I had to see who it was. It was my kids. So, anyway, so we read the Seven of Swords. We know what the Seven of Swords is about, you know, from Rider Waite's perspective. Also, the Seven of Swords a lot of times talks about trying to get away with something. Cheating, infidelity. So if somebody in the relationship is trying to get away with something, now while this Queen of Swords is very logical and she, you know, she thinks data, there's a lot of blue in this card, and blue talks about intuition. So if somebody is trying to get away with something, she sees it, and she is giving the side eye like So if somebody's stepping out to try to go have a good time, which is more of how this is looks like it's shaping up with the Seven of Swords coming up, looks like somebody's stepping out to have a good time. Somebody's not wanting to deal, or like not wanting to be very mature about the situation. Somebody's just hung up on emotion and feelings. And I think there's some secrets here too with the Eight of Cups, with the Seven of Swords showing up. Now this kind of turns this reading a little bit darker, because the Seven of Swords is trying to get away with something. The thing about it is, while he's trying to get away with something, he's only got room to get away with about 5 swords worth. So he's moving around with some sort of conflict. In one hand, there's 3 of Swords, which in my opinion represents heartbreak. In the other hand, there's 2 of Swords. There's 2 swords in the other hand, which talks about a decision. And there's two swords on the ground, which talks about more decisions. So definitely choices to be made. Somebody's got to decide whether or not they're going to step out and try to have a good time, because the Queen of Swords is going to know it. And the Queen of Swords is going to chop that butt down. She's a force to be reckoned with. So if whether or not the Queen of Swords is you, or whether or not it's somebody else, like I said, this could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Be careful with that. It's not going to be as easy as you think, or it won't be as easy as they think if the Queen of Swords is you. With the Seven of Swords, I always see too, you know, when I feel like in a relationship there could be cheating or infidelity or something like that going on, I feel like the information that is left behind is what gets the Seven of Swords caught up. This is like somebody finding a text message, overhearing a phone conversation, getting an email, a voicemail, something within the communications. It's like I said, a paper trail, if I hadn't said that before. So basically, Taurus, I want to say too, I feel like lust is playing a big role. I don't know if it's lusting for the Queen of Swords though. And within that, Taurus, be careful because I feel like somebody could get pregnant. If somebody's having an outside affair, two could become three. This also, signifies that there is already a third person, Taurus. Let's just go ahead and keep it real. There is a third person there, and there is somebody trying to hide something. But the Queen of Swords knows it, and while she may not be willing to rely on the fact that it's her intuition that's telling her, she's just looking at, no, this plus this equals this. But it doesn't matter how she comes to a conclusion. She knows what's going on. So if anybody is trying to get away with something, the Queen of Swords may not be the one that you want to deal with. Because she will chop that ass down. Okay, so that's the way I see it, guys. And if any of you would like to get a personal reading from me, you can contact me at tina@85housevibrations.net. Please follow me on Facebook and or Twitter. I would like to say thank you so much for those of you who are tuning in for the first time. Thank you so much for watching the video. And for those of you who are returning, thank you guys for sticking around. Have a great rest of June.